Our topic today is when God says wait, 7 ways to survive confusing seasons and trust His timing. Before you give up on this waiting season, read this because God may be doing His greatest work in the silence. Waiting on God can be one of the most challenging experiences we face in our faith journey. It's like being in a season of pause when everything seems to be on hold and we are left wondering what's next. This period of waiting can often lead to feelings of confusion and uncertainty, making us question God's plan for our lives. Emotional struggles that come with waiting are real. Frustration creeps in when our plans don't align with God's timeline. We start to doubt His promises and wonder if He's forgotten about us. It's so easy to feel disconnected from our purpose, like we're just drifting through life without direction. I think we've all been there at some point, feeling like we're stuck in the limbo, unsure of what to do next. These feelings can be very overwhelming, and it's tempting to make matters and it's tempting to take matters into our own hands. And what if I told you that this waiting period is not a sign of God's absence, but rather an opportunity for growth? Whether if this season of waiting is actually a chance for us to deepen our faith and trust in Him. Now, let us pause here and look at some biblical verses. Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31. For those who trust in the Lord will find new strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. Psalm chapter 27, verse 14. Wait patiently for the Lord. Be brave and courageous. Yes, wait patiently for the Lord. Lamentations chapter 3, verse 25 to 26. The Lord is good to those who depend on Him, so it is good to wait patiently for salvation from the Lord. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. If it seems slow in coming, wait patiently, for it will surely take place. It will not be delayed. Psalm chapter 37, verse 7. Be still in the presence of the Lord and wait patiently for Him to act. Galatians chapter 6 and verse 9. Let us not get tired of doing what is good. At the right time, we will reap a harvest. Romans chapter 8, verse 25. But if we look forward to something we don't yet have, we must wait patiently and confidently. Psalm chapter 130, verse 5. I am counting on the Lord. I have put my hope in His word. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 to 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. He will show you which path to take. James chapter 1, verse 4. So let it grow, for when your endurance is fully developed, you will be perfect and complete, needing nothing. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 11. Yet God has made everything beautiful for His own time. Psalm chapter 62, verse 5. Let all that I am wait quietly before God, for my hope is in Him. Exodus chapter 14, verse 14. The Lord Himself will fight for you. Just stay calm. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 18. Waits. The Lord still waits for you to come to Him. Blessed are those who wait for His help. Malachi chapter 7 and verse 7. As for me, I look to the Lord for help. I wait confidently for God to save me. Psalm chapter 46, verse 10. Be still and know that I am God. Now, let us pause here and look at some relatable examples. Waiting for God to open a new door job while watching your friends get hired. Paying for direction when your life feels like it's stuck on a pause. Waiting for a godly relationship while everybody else is getting engaged. Staying faithful in college even when you feel spiritually alone. Trusting God during financial struggles even when the bills won't slow down. Believing for healing when doctors don't have the answers. Waiting for clarity about your purpose or calling. Trying to stay hopeful when your prayers feels unanswered. Staying single intentionally, not out of fear. Watching others travel or succeed while you feel left behind. Trusting God to restore a family relationship that seems broken, waiting to move, relocate, or start afresh, but doors remain closed, staying consistent in church when life feels heavy, being patient with spiritual growth when it feels slow, learning to rest instead of forcing outcomes. I hope you're getting value from this content. Now, let us listen to this story. I know we all love stories. The title of this story is The Waiting Room. Ajalaya hated waiting, especially on God. Her friends were getting married, starting careers, buying cars, moving into new apartments. Meanwhile, she felt stuck. Same job, same routine, same unanswered prayers. Every night she would pray, Every night she would pray, God, when will you remember me? Every night she would pray, God, when will you remember me? One day after church, she sat alone in her car and cried. She wasn't angry at God, just tired of feeling left behind, tired of waiting with no updates, tired of watching life move for everyone but her. That night, she opened her Bible and landed on Psalm 27 verse 14. Wait patiently for the Lord. She sighed, Lord, I'm trying. Weeks later, a friend invited her to a prayer meeting. During worship, she felt God whisper, You are not waiting for nothing. You're waiting for me. Suddenly, she realized something. The delay wasn't empty. It was building her faith, strengthening her character, detaching her joy from circumstance, teaching her to hear God, not noise. The next morning, she wrote in her journal, God isn't late. I just arrived early. Months later, the job she thought she lost forever reopened. She got it. The relationship she thought died wasn't for her, and God saved her from heartbreak she didn't see coming. The peace she carried became stronger than any years. And for the first time, she said, God, thank you for making me wait. Because she finally understood, in the waiting room, God wasn't holding her back. He was holding her together. Now, let us continue our discussion here. The struggle is so real, and it's so easy to get caught up in our emotions. But as we navigate this journey, we begin to realize that patience is a critical part of our faith. It's a virtue that's hard to develop, especially in today's fast-paced world. Yet, in those moments of waiting, we're given the chance to practice patience and trust that God's plan is better than our own. I've, I've learned that patience in faith doesn't mean being passive. It means being active in our trust. It means choosing to trust God even when we don't understand what's happening. It also means believing that He's working behind the scenes, even when we can't see it. And it also means surrendering our plans and timelines to His perfect will. As we wait, we're often forced to confront our own limitations and weaknesses. We're reminded that we're not in control and that God's timing is perfect. The realization can be both humbling and liberating. It's humbling because it reminds us of our own limitations, and it's liberating because it frees us from the pressure of trying to control everything. In my life, I've experienced challenges of waiting. There have been times when I felt like I was stuck, like God was silent, and like I was going through the motions. But in those moments, I had to trust in Him. And I had to choose to believe that He was working even when I couldn't see it. And you know what? He always came through, though. So, what happens when God says wait? and you feel lost. The answer lies in the journey itself. It's in the waiting that we are refined, that our faith is tested, and that we're drawn closer to God. It's in the waiting that we learn to trust Him, to surrender to His plan, and to find peace in His presence. If you've ever struggled with waiting on God, I did want to hear from you. Share your story in the comments below. And if you're looking for more content on faith and resilience, be sure to check out my next video. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. God bless you.